child, let's move on to this mess. Let's talk about Katy Perry flopping yet again. Okay, so I'm sure by this time y'all heard Lifetimes, and it seems to be that Miss Perrykins is still in her damn flop era. It's like, girl, what is going on? Why are people not gravitating to these basic ass pop songs? Well, we'll get into that. So yes, we definitely need to sit and have a conversation about Katie's current flop era. So now, while first single Woman's World, I'm gonna just fuck with Al all day with that. Came and went like a fart in the wind. Perry rushed to release a second single, Lifetimes, along with its music video, but fans are once again not impressed. Now, after one day of streaming, Katy Perry's second single, Lifetime, performed poorly on global Spotify with a debut at number 145. The song received 1.426 million streams. Well, that's what I would think. Well, I guess for her it's bad. But look, many artists out here would kill to have that many streams. So I tried to find a silver lining in there somewhere. Now, in case you haven't been following the chart data, Woman's World debuted at number 58 with 2.25 million streams, but fell out of the top 200 after just one day. This song, despite being catchier yet outdated, will probably meet a similar fate. It also debuted at number 198 on US Spotify with 351K streams. That'd be 1,000 for those who don't know what K is. Now, in less than 24 hours after the single's debut, fans, of course, because we always love what the people say on social media, they took to social media to tear Lifetimes to shreds. Now, one person commented on Reddit, "This feels kind of beneath someone of her stature. She went in too hard on the camp on Woman's World, and then this feels personality devoid. Or you could have just said devoid of personality, but here I go being a wordsmith. Say it's like something an artist like Jess Glynn would do. Now, why Jess got to get that stray? What kind of generic Ibiza Love Island type music? Child. Well, it do sound like that. Baby, that's why the Spaniards is living for it. Because, she's doing well in Latin America, so maybe they like that basic ass beach music. Me, I'm like, I need a little more in my house music. I need a little more bass. I need a little more treble. I need a little more, I need a little something. I need a little je ne sais quoi, a little oomph. And it don't seem like her team of people were even trying. Or maybe y'all don't listen to enough house music. A second fan penned, "It's fine. I dance to it in the club, but just like Woman's World, it lacks substance. It's flat. I'm going to need her to start digging a little deeper, although it's probably far too late for that." Well, child, if you expecting deep from Katy Perry, then I got a bunch of houses in Boca to sell you, and I'm not even in real estate. A third added, "I can see any British pop girly, doing this song. There's no flavor." Well, damn, why the British girls got to get it? First of all, the British girls, they be delivering some bops. So we're not going to entirely, start throwing daggers at the Brit girls. As a fourth agreed, "This song is generic nonetheless." Yet another critique, "This song needed another texture added to it, a guitar riff, a breakdown. Hell, I'd settle for a rap feature. Might as well lean all the way into the 2013s. No, the problem is the reason why it's missing all those things is because songs now, a lot of y'all, are let me remix a Katy Perry song, chained to the algorithm. So that's what it feels like at this point. It just feels like a lot of y'all are slaves to the rhythm, chained to the algorithm. And it's like, we need to make sure this song is under 3 minutes. So we need to remove different, verses and a bridge and all this other stuff. It's like, no, some of these songs feel unfinished and it doesn't feel fulfilling. I don't want a song that just gives me like we don't need songs that to be the length of a theme song for a TV show or a jingle. Like, we need substance to the music. And I feel like songs are getting too damn short. And yeah, they're lacking substance, which is what she's being read for. Now, others couldn't help but argue that Lifetimes is yet another single that doesn't show Perry's new futuristic era for the album, which makes sense because, girl, so confusing. I had to throw a Charlie reference up in there. Speaking of which, there was a drag queen that actually performed "Girl So Confused." Bitch, I damn near fell out because that was like one of my favorite songs off her album. And two girls got up there and one did the Charlie verse and the other one did the Lord verse. I was living. But anyway, let's get back to her. So This era is confusing. You had the Arca-esque robotic legs. You were giving futuristic girl tease. That's what we were expecting to get from this record. But so far, we've gotten two generic as dance pop songs. Or can we even consider Woman's World to be like a dance pop track? I think it's more like your generic pop song. Lifetimes is your generic dance pop song, but it's not giving us any of that futuristic aesthetic that should match the music. The visuals ain't matching what we're hearing. So one said this whole era is just so confusing. She had something good going with the last era visuals before she did the whole smile clown thing and dropped the flowery slash hippie aesthetic. Witness was pretty cool despite the mess around it. None of these songs sound sleek and futuristic. Another agreed the robot legs make even less sense now. Another fan thought the single was better than Woman's World, but didn't think it saved 143. The fan wrote a Katy Perry video about cringeworthy, goofy moments. It's a miracle. They should help salvage some of the damage caused by Woman's World. Whether it's enough to save the era, though, another argued, there's nothing left to salvage. She ruined any hype or momentum with Woman's World. This song is not saving anything. In a statement, Perry explained the meaning behind Lifetime, saying the song was about eternal love. Well, she said that she wrote it for her daughter Daisy. And she said she wrote it with her good friend and longtime collaborator, Sarah Hudson, along with incredible Vaughn Oliver. Well, maybe you need to fire them both because they both give you turds. Perry has noted that the song is about feeling that one deep and satisfying love of your life. Personally, I don't think a soulmate will always come in the form of a partner. It can come in all different ways. A child, a best friend, a pet. You'll find each other over and over again for lifetimes. After it dropped, fans also shared their opinions on Twitter. So we've been traveling a lot of places. We went to Reddit and then we're going to Twitter. Who approved these lyrics, girl? Lyrically, that's garbage. Sonically, it's generic, radio-friendly pop songs that lacks character, which I can say about no other Katy Perry single, one user stated on Twitter. Another said, I think the songwriters were on strike. This is what a person wrote on YouTube. Katy Perry's new song sucks, a third wrote. Now, having only dropped the new track on Thursday, Perry is already receiving hate, which started when news broke that she collaborated with Kesha's abuser, Dr. Luke, alleged, I should say, for the lead track titled Woman's World. And let's also point out that he's got a producer stamp on Lifetimes. So it's not just the other thing it's on Lifetime too. She thought she got slipped by removing it, but yeah, we know he was on it. So clearly there's a shame there. I don't know why you would risk your career doing that. Now, I don't know. It's just this whole situation is a mess. But here's the thing. Let's just go down to the whole situation. Now, look, not everybody hated the thing though. They said some took to her defense. One person said Katy Perry is going to rock the world again. Another person put, I love this song. And so me, you already know how I feel. When I heard the song, I was like, the best thing about the song, I will give it this. The chorus is cute. That's about it. Now, visually, it's cute, beachy, fun vibe. I like the fact that they shot it in Spain. I like the whole idea of her kind of being out at the club and having a good time and just partying and all the other stuff. Like, it was cute or whatever. But I don't care how much booty cheeks you show in your video. I don't care how much boobs you have. You have your boobs hanging down to your knees. It's not going to be enough to save this song in this upcoming era. So I don't know. It just so far it just feels like, when we've been getting a lot of experimental dance music from Beyonce's Renaissance, Charlie XCX's Brat, Adam Lambert's Afters EP, we got Tove Lo's Heat EP. We also have, there's a lot of people that's been out here dropping really good dance music. It just feels like uninspired. It's dated. Like you literally were just going through the motions recording this because you felt like this was a long time I've been gone. And it just feels like it's just some obligation that you did for Capitol, where it was just like, okay, girl, you've been gone long enough. You had the residency for a long time. You need to do something. You got to fulfill your contract, put out some new music, do whatever. And it just feels like you were just going through the emotions. Like I feel like you're just so comfortable in your whole you now with all the money you made from American Idol and everything else that maybe creatively she doesn't have anything to say with the music. So maybe that's what it is. So I don't know. I just feel like in America, there's no overall excitement. I haven't seen people being overly excited for this new record. And so far, the singles aren't helping. And we already know Nelly Furtado's album comes out the same day. I think Jamie XX has an album coming out the same day, which he has a song with Robin that's out now, and it's I Live For It. And now, one of the things I'm worried about is this tour. I'm sure she's going to be touring this album. If the songs aren't hitting, it also remains to have me wondering: are people excited to see Katy Perry live on stage? I don't know if there's an audience that would pay money to see her in an arena. Maybe she'll do well at Madison Square Garden, which is the #1 arena in the world. There's no shade in any other arena, but Madison Square Garden is Madison Square Garden for a reason. People love the fact that when you come to New York, and if you can sell at Madison Square Garden, that is the ultimate dream for a lot of people because of the history of MSG. So, but in regards to that, is there overall excitement for a tour? I feel like we have a Jennifer Lopez type of disaster on her team does on their hands because I don't see that people like they don't understand like we were saying and from reading the comments, the whole era is confusing. People don't understand what are the visuals you're trying to convey, what is this album about? There's no clear vision. And if people aren't understanding what the tour is, which was the messed up part on Hanover's part, because people wasn't buying into the whole "this is me now" era, nobody cared. And then when you came on and were trying to sell us that mediocre ass album, as you was going to try to think you was Madonna and going to sell us all them tracks while you were performing it on the tour, nobody wanted to listen to it on Spotify and Apple Music. What makes you think, outside of the her fans, what makes you think they wanted to hear that live? People want to hear Jenny from the Block. People want to hear all the hits. Same thing with Katy. If people aren't here for this thing, how are you planning on marketing this upcoming tour? Either you better make them tickets really cheap, which I don't even know if she has control over doing that. Because if you're going through Ticketmaster and Live Nation and all those other people, remember they give you an advance, they got to take a cut and all this other stuff. And if those tickets aren't ticketing, what they're going to do is they're going to drop those tickets down, as we've heard so many times from so many other artists, where they're probably making $10 so they can sell out the arena. So I don't know. I just feel like, Katy, I know you probably in crisis mode right now. I don't know what to tell you to salvage the rest of this album. I just feel like it's DOA. I guess you're going to have to go forward because there's been a lot of money spent by the label to sell the hell out of this album. Maybe she has a chance of selling it overseas. I don't know if the UK don't care because we already read the Spotify numbers, and America doesn't care because I read y'all the Spotify numbers. So I don't know. But anyway, I asked all this to say, what do y'all think of this story? What do you think she could do to salvage the rest of this album? Is it redeemable? Is it not redeemable? And do you think that what is it going to have to take for her to actually be able to get people interested in wanting to see her on a tour? She may have to just be like, fuck the tour and do another residency, because that seemed to be where the Coin Towers was in Vegas. Do another residency, but if she want to but I'm sure her ego, she wants to try the whole tour arena thing. I know one friend to the show, Robert, has said theater. She ain't doing no damn theater. Her ego would not be able to take no damn theater. She's big things because she was on American Idol and all these other things, and she's an A-list celebrity, and she is that she needs to be selling out arenas. So we'll see what happens, because I'm sure when them tickets go on sale, and there'll be many stories about how well it's doing, and you already know me being my nosy behind will be here dissecting the seat, pulling the seating chart and all that stuff. So in regards to all of that, let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.